My name is Peyton Holland. First of all, I want to say thank you for having us here tonight, and also thank you for deciding to hold a meeting out here in western Chatham County at Chatham Central High School. It's exciting that folks out here finally now have an opportunity to have their voices heard. However, I'm concerned that it's just a little too late. I feel like if this meeting were held back in June when the public hearing was held down at the courthouse in Pittsburgh and the upstairs was full and downstairs was full, these bleachers and seats would be slam-packed and they would be overflowing into the gym. However, I think our citizens in this part of the county, where zoning is going to impact them most, have gotten the feeling that their voices don't matter and they're not being heard. And so I ask you tonight, as this vote comes up before you, to just slow down for a minute and take the opportunity to listen to the folks who have been speaking for the last several months, who aren't necessarily, as we've heard tonight, they're not necessarily opposed to zoning in general, but they want input into exactly what their communities look like. And so I know we've invested in a land use study, but I tell you, the folks that know best for their county and their communities are those sitting in the auditorium tonight, and they call this place home. We've got to reach out to them, and we've got to get their input. This is our Chatham County, and we've got to start reaching out and getting those voices heard. There's an option other than blanket zoning that could work. It's open use zoning, which does require us to get out in the communities and to hear what each individual person has to say and what's going to work. What types of businesses are going to work in their communities? What types of residential development they want. In Chatham County, if you look at the map, on that map, it looks like it is two separate counties. And if I'm not mistaken, close to 2 decades ago, UNC School of Government actually did a study in which they said Chatham County really is divided into 2 separate counties. We've got the rural western side of the county, we've got the quickly growing eastern side of the county. Each side of those counties can work together. We can have our needs met in this county, but each end of it has different needs. And I think we're hearing those voices tonight. Everybody here wants to protect their land and protect the county that they love. My family's been in this county for generations. I call this county home because I love it more than any other place in this world, and I've seen enough of the world to know what I love. And I think one of the great things about this county is the fact that growing up, I always knew I could trust my neighbor. That's what this county was built on, is trust. And through this process, I see our citizens losing some of that trust. So I urge you, I plead with you tonight, before you make this vote on zoning, try to establish that trust back with our citizens. Let them have a say in what their community is going to grow and look like in the coming years. And let their voices be heard. This is their Chatham County. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.